Y'all saying I'm scared, but I'm going everywhere the rappers go. I went to the Rolling Loud, but they say
Charleston White. Now, if there was ever a person who was the epitome of whoring themselves out for fame, then Charleston White would be the poster boy. For a former Crip gang member to have served almost a decade in jail for committing an M at a juvenile age after an incident at a Foot Locker involving a white male, you would think that he would be able to better himself, both emotionally and mentally. Now, for the crime of M, which Charleston did not commit, it was a 15-year-old boy that did the shooting, he was put in the prison system from 1991 to 1998. Now, during that time, he rubbed elbows with people he called his brothers. He mingled with people who defended his honour in countless battles. So he wasn't put by himself. He had friends, he had a family, he had a unit, he had a support system. Yet the same society he was a part of, the same destruction he helped cause, he then decides to act as if he is better than all those people. Now, as a Texas native, he should understand the value and strength of a family bond. Now, while part of the Crips, Charleston White lacked male guidance and he followed the in-crowd, doing what he needed to survive, whether that be stealing, robbing or something worse. Now, to be completely honest, Charleston White has no integrity, he has no moral compass and no sense of justice. Now, after his prison stint, Charleston White was relatively unknown, despite being part of the Crip gang. He built the case up and turned it into a myth, a fable. It took on a tale of its own, worthy of having people all over the world listen to it, because he was a resonating character. Now, Charleston White, he was like any Tom, Dick and Harry you could come across while going to the shops or getting a haircut or taking your kid to the park. He was just an ordinary citizen. However, social media and its tool can turn nobody into a personality, a character, and Charleston White was able to excel in that area, so much so that in 2020 Vlad TV interviewed him and got his life story. Now, during the interview, Charleston White, who claims to be real, chose specific words known to trigger and poke at a situation. He claims he wants to help people and help the youth and become part of this hype movement. Yet, he's here for shock value rather than actually believing his own vomit, his own dribble that he spills. Now, if you're capable of sitting the camera down, pressing record, and then saying FDMX, call the legendary rapper a failure, saying that Little Tim did God's work for ending King Von's life, put a bulletproof vest on and showcase weapons, and then diss gangs that you were a part of, that protected you when your own mum didn't want you, then you're just as bad as the same people you are dissing, if not worse. To put it in simplest terms, Charleston White is a slave to social media. He wants to be a celebrity. He offers controversial opinions so that people can do a double take and say, what did he just say? Then type his name into Google or to serve his agenda. And that's not to help people at all. It's to put money into his own bank account, his own pocket, because he wants people to recognise him, to know him, to stop him and say, oh my God, you're Charleston White. He craves attention and people are feeding it to him, even I am as I say this. Now, if Charleston White even gave a damn a little bit about people, he would be part of outreach programs. He would be on the front line protecting, protesting about social justice. He would be conducting people rallies, opening dialogue between different gangs and asking for truces, discussing police reform. Instead, he sits on social media, press records and starts to talk about this stupid dribble that doesn't even make sense. But again, he is a smart person, and that's why he's an intellectual that can use the right words in order to provoke. Instead, what Charleston White is doing, instead of helping people, he's whoring himself out for cash. Stay safe. Safe.